Okay, sorry about that, guys. Praise and power. Welcome to a moment of harmony. I'm going to just get us a little bit more situated here today. Sorry about that delay. I keep telling y'all when I come on, oftentimes, like, YouTube will leave a message for me to read, but it's like while I'm live and I'm reading it and you guys are waiting and it's weird. So, a little message popped up. I hope I read it completely because I knew I was live at that point. Happy Saturday. If you live here in Baltimore or in the DMV area, it is a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. We have had some gray days of gray, days and days and days of gray and rain and cold, even though we're well into May. Well, I'll say mid into May. It's been kind of gross, but it is, well, I won't call the rain gross. I'll just say gray. It's necessary. All the seasons are necessary, right? All the weather is necessary, all transitions for growth and development. Without the rain, we would surely not be great. We wouldn't be good without it. So I'm not going to say gross, but it's been gray. I'll stick to the facts. It's been gray, and it is bright and beautiful out today, this Saturday. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You may see a little bit of motion from my camera today. I'm so sorry. I hate that. Y'all know I like to keep it kind of stationed so we don't look crazy. But for some reason, I don't know if it's time for me to get a new phone or what, but had my phone charged up for like a whole hour, went to unplug it so I can start this moment, and it wasn't charged at all. So I don't know if there was a short. I don't know if it wasn't plugged in tightly to the wall. Maybe I was tired putting it in, or maybe my phone is doing some funky charging things. We'll see at the end of this because it's plugged up now, and it should be completely green by the time I'm done with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to a moment of harmony. We are in a reflection series. We are looking back at it. You know, we've been going back over our past, going back over our trauma, going back over our histories of self and our stories. And we've been doing it intentionally. We've been doing it divinely. We've been doing it with powerful tools that keep us from being sunken in pits of the past, quicksands of craziness and chaos. We've been doing it very intentionally and carefully. And if you've been following along this journey, we only have a couple more weeks in our reflection series. It's been a phenomenal series. I've loved being able to look back intentionally. But we've been doing it for a couple of weeks, and we're only a very few couple of weeks away from starting a brand new series, which is Meiotic Moments. I cannot wait for them. I cannot wait for them. But we'll be going into Meiotic Moments soon, where we'll be going over the 42 laws of Mayat. And we'll be talking about them practically as it pertains to healing and character development and the best, great version of yourself coming up under some of these things. So super exciting. But we're going there. We're coming out of here, but we're still here today. So today's reflection is, or healing session is entitled Reflect on the Feminine Function. Reflect on the feminine function. And this, of course, is in alignment with Mother's Day. This is I talk about this every year. I know that Mother's Day is every year. I know that every day. I know that everyone doesn't always celebrate it. You know, I don't put too much energy on any of it. My thing is always the point, and I would like to get the point out of things and go forward in that. And as it pertains to this, I really wanted to talk about the maternal energy. So first off, shout out to all the mamas. Y'all know I'm a mama. I'm a mama first and foremost in every role and stage in my adult life. I was a mother before I was an adult, so I really don't know an adult day without it. And it is one of my greatest duties. So shout out to my crew, Freedom, Wisdom, Lovely, Beautiful, Kingdom. Almost left out my yellow boy. Kingdom and my grand girl dream. So let's do it again. Freedom, wisdom, lovely. Kingdom. There you go, King. Beautiful. And my grand girl dream. So shout out to my whole crew. Y'all made me mom, grandmom, all that. You know what I'm saying, y'all? And y'all make a sister earn a title. That's what y'all good at. So shout out to my crew. I love them more than anything. So grateful to be their mother. Honored to be their mother. It's a blessing. It's a messy blessing, but it's a blessing nonetheless. So definitely shout out to my mother. Hi, Victory. Hi, Mama Rage. Shout out to my mother, the queen of my life, who gave life to me. Shout out to all my sisters and all my community mamas and my work moms and work grandmothers. And listen, The list goes on. Beautiful feminine energy is popping and it's everywhere. So shout out and much love to every single woman, mother figure, nurturer, lover in the world. Shout out to those who have lost, those who have not even been able to conceive, those who don't have their babies with them, like myself, all the time. And when they want, their children are far away or traveling or away for other reasons, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, mama. You're thugging it out and you don't even got your little one with you all the time. And some of our little ones aren't little anymore. It's a lot. We can go on and on about all these scenarios, but I just want to give love to all the women in this episode because this is going to be a maternal based episode. This is not to say that the brother should not be present or can't or won't benefit. Trust me, we're talking about the feminine energy in all components, and it will, I believe, it will pertain to anyone interested in keeping that life-giving, life-sustaining energy as a part of their healing journey and how necessary it is. So let's get into it. Reflecting on the feminine energy. And for all those that are about to start commenting and sending me DMs, and listen, when Father's Day comes, I will reflect on masculine energy. Now, I'm probably not even going to be in a reflection series anymore, but I will find a way to make sure that whatever I'm in, I give some love to the brothers. Calm it down. Calm it down. Peace, love. How are you? Compliment earrings of the best friend. So I just want to make sure. So I just want to make sure that you guys know that. Okay. All right. So reflecting on the feminine function. The reason that I wanted to bring this up is because, of course, in alignment with all the things that we're paying attention to and giving energy to within this week and the upcoming days. But really, I want to talk about the mother. And I'm not talking about your specific mother, right? We all have journeys with our mothers. Some of us are very close to our mothers. Our relationship with our mothers are very healthy and healing and vibrant. But a great majority of us have very complicated relationships with our mothers. Some of us have no relationship at all. Some of us never knew her, never met her. Some of us never had a chance to be raised by her or connected to her. I'm not talking about the specific mom because that story has so many different avenues. I am talking about the natural function, the natural purpose and operation of the feminine component of your development. Okay? So, in order for us to be created, we have to have these X and Y chromosomes. We have to have a certain amount of DNA and energy from the masculine, and we have to have a certain amount of energy and DNA from the feminine. No one on this earth here, breathing and living, is created without the balance of the two. And I don't care if you were artificially inseminated. I don't care. Listen, whatever happened, in order to have a person created, there's a masculine and feminine component, contribution, and shared existence inside of every one of us. Okay? Some people say 50-50, you 50% one parent, 50%, whatever you want to say the ratio is. What I do know is that both are vital, necessary, needed, and absolutely there in order for you to be one of these human beings. Okay? So what I'm talking about today is that in this function, the male has specific contributions to the life, to giving, to the life force, to the life energy that the woman is not at all. I would not say she's not connected to because they work together, but that doesn't come from her. That's what I'll say. And the woman has specific contributions to the life and the life force that don't come from the man. They are working together. They are mayat. They are in balance of one another. They are complementing one another. They braid together and work together. One does not function without the other in order to make, I'm sorry, y'all, my allergies on something is making me feel crazy. They braid together, excuse me again, in order to make humans, people, breathing, living, fleshly life, okay? Today, we're focusing on that feminine component of your development, the feminine component of who you are. This is important to your healing because the natural role of the maternal figure in your development is so profound. It is so necessary. It is so beautiful that it literally is the determining factor in your development of whether you live or die, of whether you are healthy or unhealthy, whether you are strong or weak. It has a major, major, major play in who you are. A lot of us, once we either grow up and we're no longer in homes with our moms, or some of us who never had the mother figure or the maternal operation that was intended for nature, meaning, like I said, that your mom was sick or your mom was gone or there was something going on to where she couldn't function in the maternal role as a nurturer, as a sustainer of life, as a giver of life. She could be ill, she could be sick, she could be damaged. Listen, tons of reasons. But a lot of times we will either just go without it, we will just seek it in unhealthy ways, or when we grow up, we just take it on that we don't have that anymore, someone to kind of cook for us or clean for us or the other nurturing components of it. There's a lot of times that there's a lot of time that a lot of times that happened, and we will just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? We won't focus on like what is missing that I'm looking for, what is needed that would help me to continue to develop, continue to grow. So I want to talk today about focusing on the feminine function and being able to replicate that energy in your life intentionally when you're looking back over your journey and you're healing through trauma, how to go through it from the maternal PowerPoints within yourself, but also how to move forward in life, how to create a more healing environment so that you can grow, develop, and rebirth yourself out of that maternal energy. All right, y'all, I told you I was holding this camera because of the charging. I'm going to try my best to flip it. I don't know if they're going to let me. Oh, it says it's locked. I don't know why rotation would be locked. Oop, no, that's not what I wanted to do. That turned my camera around. Sorry, I had to see out my envelopes and things. Okay, I didn't turn it around. I just wanted to kind of put this phone down. It's getting hot, but okay. But like I said, we're going to prop it still up here so we can keep the motion from going. We're just going to thug it out, you know? Okay. Focus on the feminine function. When it comes to your life, when it comes to getting and healing and growing in your life, growing in yourself, growing in to your new versions of yourself, growing into new manifestations. Listen, I am becoming, I turned 38 in February, and I went through so much the years prior. Those that have been following me know all the shenanigans. But my thing is, I've gone through so much, and as I continue to grow and become, I've realized that I am someone else. The risks that I'm willing to take, the lessons that I learn, the way that I think, the way that I connect, the things that I see, the way that I hear, even my taste buds, like everything is growing. And it is constantly reminding me of the rebirthing possibilities of self. But it is making me think, like, as we're growing from level to level, are we mothering ourselves? And that's the whole point of today. Even if you have your mother in your life and you talk to her every day, even if she's a perfect mom, being able to be to a point when you're an adult and you are still growing and rebirthing yourself, the mothering component of life never is not necessary. And again, everyone does not have access to the basic mothering. So, and everyone does not always have the privilege, and a lot of people's moms are in the spiritual realm or whatever other reason. That is why when we go into our healing, I would like us to heighten and strengthen our abilities to mother self. Our abilities to protect and defend self. Our abilities to grow and develop self. Using the feminine function as a focus of our healing and development. Okay, so firstly, we're going to talk about the healing, not the healing. I want to talk about the basics. That's what I'm getting to. I want to talk about the basics of the maternal aspect, how it relates to how you came into the world, but even more so and even more prominently, how it should relate and how you can use it today. Because again, many of us don't have access to mothers in our late 30s or 40s or however old you are. Even if you're in college, you don't have the constant access to your mother that you did. There are some that don't have their mothers around in the physical anymore. I'm not going to repeat that 1,000 times. I just want to send love and attention to those individuals that are still out here growing and developing themselves, making the best out of themselves without the maternal component. And this is what this show is all about today. It's about developing the mothering nature of self as it pertains to healing and development. So I know you're going to be like, why does she keep saying that? We know. I know. My heart just goes out. And it's something that I just want to like... And it's also many ways I can resonate with different components of mothering and nurturing yourself. So here we go. What does a mother provide? What does a mother give towards your birth and your life that makes new life possible? How is it that you can internalize and master your own mothering components to make new life possible for yourself? I don't mean creating new life. Some of us got that down to a science. I mean making new life for yourself. So a mother first, so she creates an environment of development. She is nurturing and attentive to your needs, and she raises you up. She meets the needs of every single one of your stages. That's what we're going to go into today. So firstly, she creates an environment of development. The womb is a universe within itself. It comes equipped with everything you need to survive, to go from nothing to something healthily strong, not only able to function within the womb, but also able to function when you come out. Your lung development, your anatomy and its development, your brain development. These things are not just for womb purposes. It is getting started there, but it is getting strengthened for when you leave. The womb creates a master environment for development daily. Not every now and again, not once in a while. The womb literally is providing oxygen, blood, nutrients, all of the necessary strengthening components to becoming every day. And if for some reason there were a restriction or a day where a baby could not get a nutrients or oxygen or blood flow, it can result in a miscarriage. It can result in the death of the infant, or it can result in a disability or a malfunction of sorts in the development of the embryo, of the infant. Saying all of that to say that the environment of development becomes vital for life, for creating life, for sustaining life, for moving life. If your environment is not one of development, what is going to happen to you as the life that is coming forth out of the product? Out of the product, out of the fruits of your labor, out of the products of your service, out of the energy of your blood, sweat, and tears, what is going to come about if you don't have a constant environment of development? So when we talk about mothering ourselves, nurturing and loving ourselves, we're always talking about self-care. We're talking about soft girl season. You got some guys talking about soft guy seasons. But at the end of the day, I believe we're all just talking about taking care of ourselves, loving ourselves, being kinder and gentler to ourselves, and allowing ourselves to grow in grace. And how can we do that without the environment for development? So a lot of us will say we want to heal. We will go back into our past traumas. We will go back into our lessons. We will go back into our memories. But we haven't created an environment that is conducive in order for you to reflect and heal and grow. We say we want to be better. We say we want to do better. We want to be better parents, mates, friends, workers, advocates, successful individuals. We just want to be better. We want to grow into our greatest level and versions of selves, but we do not create constant. Remember, I talked about the womb as a constant daily environment of development. The womb never takes a day off of development. And I want you to see your world. I want you to see your home, your space, your skin, your body as a womb of development for the new life you are creating for yourself. And I want you to see that how vital, where is your blood, oxygen, what is your placenta? Okay, when we talk about the feminine function, what is, even though the placenta is made up of the male, but what is your placenta? You know what I'm saying? What is what is your life source? Right? Where are you getting your oxygen, your blood, your nurturing, your nutrients? What are you plugged up to that is keeping you alive regularly, that is helping you function regularly, and more important, it is developing you every day, not taking a day. The womb is a constant space and environment for development. In order to be mothering yourself, you must make sure that at this stage in your life, your environment is one of development. That is why I don't care if I'm at work and it's my office at work, or I'm here at home and it is, here at home, whatever. It is my car, even though them children do be trying to get the best out of all of these places. But really, when it is my environment, I make sure that it is one that is conducive to development. I make sure that my environment is full of affirmation. I make sure that my environment is full of the needed components: health, rest, Uncle Jasaneb, life, prosperity, health, right? Making sure these things are all a part of my reality on a regular basis, because an environment of development is what gets you to the next level of life. Now, there are plenty of circumstances and plenty of people who can live a life and it's not being developmental for them. Everything around them is not conducive to living in environments that are full of filth or contamination, like smoke and drugs. And this is not an environment of development. Toxicity, anger, resentment, fear, frustration, entrapment, not an environment of development. What is it? Doubt and disbelief and discouragement, abuse. These are all counterproductive to developmental environments. If I want to give birth to a new life for myself, if I want to upgrade the life for myself, then I must be in a mothering state for myself. The function that she produced in order to bring me here alive and well and to grow healthy and strong, I would like to do that for myself now. I would like to do that for myself now. As I'm older, I would like to do that for the next version and next level of myself. And it starts with a healthy environment of development. Does your environment develop you? Does it create a new version of you daily? Does it feed and contribute to the next version of yourself on a regular basis? Does it allow you to be able to, see yourself grow? Does it allow you to have the resources? Is it a developmental environment? First, 101. A lot of times we talk about self-care and we're just talking about relief. We're talking about relieving stress, which nothing is wrong with that. But a lot of times it's where it stops. Bubble baths and dinner with the girlfriends, or move Netflix and chilling. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But what I'm actually wanting to move forward in is, what about the developmental parts of it? Your environment must do that too. Mothering and nurturing yourself means that I am constantly growing. I am constantly evolving. I am constantly consuming things that are going to make me stronger. Remember, your mother is doing that for you. She's giving you breast milk, that golden liquid. And I'm talking figuratively. I'm not talking about your exact mother, but giving you the milk. She's providing milk as a source of your growth and your development, as a strengthening your immune system, as a growing and development of your brain even after you are born. So peace. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you all. I'm so grateful to have you all come in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So why, coming in that way and having having that environment, she provides that to you. Are you doing that for yourself now? When you look at your life, are your foods developing and growing you? As I know for myself, I talk a lot about the hormonal changes. I talk about changes that go on with us as women, things that go on with the black man here in this society, and the stresses and the pressure. Are you creating an environment where you can develop and grow? I'm not talking about who's against you. I'm not talking about who's coming for you. I'm not talking about the impediment of your spirit and your soul. I'm talking about the nurturing of yourself. Are you putting yourself in an environment where you can heal your thoughts? Are you putting yourself in an environment where you can heal and grow yourself, right? You can nurture your spirit. You can put back broken pieces, all of those things. So an environment of development. The next thing that the function of the maternal component to your existence does is nurturing and attentive. This is so important because as I look over life, even as a successful individual, and by means, when I say successful, what I mean is being able to financially provide for yourself and others, being able to be independent, being able to be healthy, being able to understand and grow within yourself, even in that, right? Even as an individual who is taking care of all responsibilities, getting needs met, being dubbed successful, or is there a nurturing, attentive component to your existence, to your spirit, to your soul? And a lot of times I know for myself, I have to say no, right? I have to say no. And when it comes to self-care, when it comes to nurturing, when it comes to growing, I am only going to grow but so much, right? With my ambitions, of course, I'm going to go and work, and I might kill corporate America with my skills and my tools and my talents. And I can just, boom, blow the workforce out of the world. Come home, be a super mom, take care of everyone, make sure everyone's needs are met. Because again, I am in my mechanics of womanhood. I can keep a boat going. You know what I'm saying? I can keep it sailing. I can get us to the promised land. Here's the thing though. How am I maintaining that boat that I'm keeping going for everyone? How am I maintaining that boat? Meaning that you can still be productive and seen as okay, seen as normal, seen as regular when you are missing and are deficient of the nurturing and attentive component to your life that is vital and necessary for revitalization, rejuvenation, and sustaining of hope, love, your whole heart chakra, and growth. So if you are at a point where you are in life and you are living this life and you are filling the blanks and your schedule is jam-packed and you are making it through. However, you do not have a consistent, nurturing, and attentive component, even if it's self. You cannot properly produce and appropriately produce the new life you're going after. You will burn out, you will break down, you will have diet. We all need nurturing and attentiveness. Someone needs to care about you. Someone needs to care for you. Someone needs to offer love and support to you regularly. And we know that we take care of people who reciprocate love to us that's not taking care of you. We know that there are people out there who love us and think about us and care about us, pray for us even, will help us if we're down, may need soup when we're sick, may need a loan if we're low, but that is not daily nurturing and attentiveness. And that is something that the feminine function provides throughout our development that helps us grow into strong beings, confident beings, and then we lose it later in life as we're continuing to develop and move through different stages of life. So where is your nurturing? Who's nurturing you? Who's nurturing your soul, your spirit? Who is letting you know that your needs will be met, are going to be met? Who's filling your cup? Pouring into you, breathing into you. Where is the attentiveness to your needs and not just your bills and not just your clothes or your car, not not just the survival things. I'm talking about the needs to be loved, the need to be uplifted, the need to be illuminated, the need to be seen, heard, and valued. Where is that attentiveness coming from? That is a feminine focus, or I won't say feminine focus because you know what I believe about feminine masculine energy. It is energy. But what I'm saying is the function, the maternal function of mothering and loving self. Nurture. Are you in environments? Are you connected to people that are nurturing and attentive? If not, they are not in your new life era. This energy or whatever you're connected to is not a part of the new life you're trying to create for yourself, or the life you're trying to sustain for yourself of greatness and graciousness and beauty. You know what I'm saying? So that other component to the feminine function that we need to focus on in our healing and development is nurturing and attentiveness. How can I get more nurturing and attentiveness in my life? I never even considered that as a factor in engaging with others, with people or places or any type of exchange I was having. My job didn't need to be nurturing. I didn't even require my partners to be nurturing and attentive. I didn't require my friends. I didn't require my circles and my energy to be constantly fed with nurturing and attentive energy, even though I was willing to always give nurturing and attentive energy anywhere I went. I just saw it as my thing. I do this. I never made it a requirement for my growth and my development, and it stunted and it hurt me until I began to stand very strong on, if it is not nurturing me, it is nothing me. If it is not attentive to me and my needs, it is toxic for me. It's not good for me. And I'm not saying that any one thing is going to come and provide, or that we should have transactional interactions. But what I am saying is that as we're loving ourselves, we must be more intention and more focus on the energy that comes to us in that way. Wow, I'm so sorry that the people are coming in. And listen, people are showing much love in the chat. Much love to all of you. Thank you for coming in with your beautiful energy. I see people here telling their stories. I see people giving all of their, feedback, and you all are so wonderful. Please feel free to, to DM me. I am in Messenger and under Harmony Davis. You can message me there if you find, because I don't always have the time here on this platform to respond to questions and stories, but I do see people pouring their heart out. So much love and light to you all. I am praying for every single person that comes in contact with any moment. If you thought about a moment, I'm praying for you, okay? We're all going to be okay. But yes, nurturing and being nurturing and attentive, being nurturing and attentive to ourselves. Now, finally, the feminine function. What does it do for us? The feminine function of our existence, that component to who we are. How else is that necessary? Or the final stage that I feel like is very necessary in recreating, living, healing, bettering yourself, is that the feminine function raises you. She creates an environment of development. This is your womb space. She creates a nurturing and attentive environment for you, taking care of you when you couldn't take care of yourself. I'm talking figuratively. I'm talking about the function. I'm talking about the intention. And she raises you up. She meets you at every single stage of your development. Are you a part of a life that raises you up? Are you connected to things that raise you up? Are you connected to entities, foods, events, activities, people, institutions? Are you connected? Is everything you connected to in a place of raising you up? This is how you get the mothering of self, the maternal energy of nurturing within self. Raising you up, meaning meeting you at every stage and growing you to the next. Meeting yourself at every stage and growing yourself to the next. Think about when your mom is raising you. Think about being raised. Initially, you're a baby and you need to be held and you need to be changed and you need to be washed. And then you become a toddler and you still need a lot of those things, but you become a little bit more independent, and she meets you there. She's teaching you how to become independent. Use the potty. Stand on a stool to brush your teeth, where she was responsible for cleaning you. Teaching you how to use a wash rag or a loofah or what have you. And then you grow into being a child and she's reminding you, did you brush your teeth? See how she's meeting every stage of your development, but she's consistently raising you, still feeding you, still clothing you. The clothing sizes are changing. The shoe sizes are changing. The bed is changing from a crib to a toddler bed to a big bed, or from a bunk bed to a queen or size bed or a junior bed. Listen, she's meeting your needs at every stage as you grow, and she's raising you. She's making sure that you are all your daily developmental needs are being met, but also that you are prepared for the next stage, and she is also there for that, figuratively speaking, right? She's meeting you at every single stage. Then you become a teenager and your body starts to change and the hormones get the best of you. You may get acne. Some girls get their moon. You may get body odor and sweat. And she meets you with deodorant and she gives you pads and she gives you acne cream and she allows you to talk about your feelings. She gives you a journal. She gives you your own room if you were sharing with your siblings. She gives you space. Look at how the feminine function meets the needs of your development. Look at how it's not a retarding, it's not a stopping, it's not a backward motion, but it's a constant assessment of the needs current and preparation for the needs to come in order to stay abreast with raising you, pushing you continuously still. I'm saying that is necessary and needed. Then you become an adult and you need advice on becoming a mom yourself. You need guidance, or a parent yourself. You need guidance and support. You need advice and counsel. You need wisdom. You need the presence. You need to be cheered on. And she goes from teaching you how to brush your teeth to teaching you how to teach someone else how to brush their teeth. You see it? You see how it unfolds, the raising you up. Are you connected in your healing season, in your healing journey, in your rejuvenation journey? Are you moving yourself to the space of being able to continue to raise yourself? Are you mothering yourself? Are you caring and growing and rebirthing your new life in a loving and gentle, nurturing and caring, balanced, meiotic way? Are you coming at yourself gentle, and are you coming at yourself firmly though, consistently? Are you giving yourself grace? Are you preparing for your future? Are you present in your now? Are you raising yourself up? Are you raising yourself? Are you meeting your needs at every stage? I have changed so much. I just have changed so much. It gets to the point where I just am scratching my own head like, wow, from one season to the next, my body changes, my hair, my skin changes, my needs, what I want. I'm getting my creative modes and I just need inspiration and I just want to be connected to things that make me feel free and wild and vibrant and alive. And then I get in a clingy stage when I just need to be nurtured and I just want to lay and I want to be kissed and reassured. And then I get into my divine feminine, my empress mode, where I want to grow things and teach things and nurture things and give my wisdom and my lessons and help others and develop the stages. But in my best nurturing of self, I'm meeting myself at every stage of myself, and I'm providing myself with the mothering that's necessary. As we continue to embark on this journey with self, of self, in self, by self, as we continue to go and grow into our best and most beautiful selves, don't ever forget how vital that feminine component was to your development, if you had it or not. How vital that component was to your development, whether it was there or not. If it wasn't there, you saw the damage of missing it, you have the holes of it. If it was there, you saw the beauty of its power and you are the product of it. For whatever reason, you have the ability to assess and weigh out the necessary components of the feminine function in your beauty, your development, and your becoming. And if it's not there, and if you don't have it the way you once did, or the way that you always wanted it, I want you to be brave enough, courageous enough, take a moment within yourself to develop peace, and develop that mothering component in nature within yourself. Mother yourself. Nurture yourself, love yourself unconditionally, grow yourself, learn yourself over and over again, forgive yourself, hug yourself, heal yourself, make yourself a priority, put yourself in a place of joy and receptivity of all that life has to offer and all that life can give to make you, help you become all you were intended to grow to be. Love and light to everyone. May you all have a beautiful and full weekend. May we all be celebrated. May we all be full and shown of love and gratitude for creating life, sustaining life, and growing a beautiful life. I'm wishing you a beautiful life, all of you. Don't forget to stop and pause and say that what is that component that I need to provide for myself? I need to provide myself the balance of that mothering component, which is nurturing and attentive and loving and gentle and caring, consistent and strong. And I also need to provide myself the masculine component, right? That fatherly component of protection and providing and responsibility and grounding and creating. Okay, so have them both. Create them both. But in this weekend, make sure when you talk about healing yourself, you think about how much mothering of yourself you're doing. How much of that energy you're pulling up out of yourself. I love you all so very much. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you next week for another moment of harmony. Take really good care of yourself. And by all means, take really good care of someone else. If I can get sorry about this camera, y'all.